Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. Extremely exciting times lie ahead for our nation, especially as we fly by this, these initial plans for this upcoming project, a project that we've been talking about for a very long time. So that's super exciting. But on the topic of things we've been talking about for a very long time, the automobile industry way off in the distance over there might finally kick off in today's session. Might be the next session because there is still a fair bit that needs doing, but it might just be today's session as well. So that's pretty exciting too. Whether it comes today or next time, we're going to be making progress towards it either way. But folks, again, there's a lot to do, so I don't want to bore you with a prolonged introduction. I just want to mention, as always, if you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, not only do the numbers let me know what people are still interested in watching on the channel, but I do read through all of the comments. So if you have any suggestions, ideas, thoughts, opinions, feelings, stories you would like to share, feel free, and I'll check them out. With that said, let's get the show on the road, shall we? There's a lot to do, like I was saying, and I actually want to touch on something right off the bat because it was something I was kind of struggling with at the end of last session. Struggling with in terms of the game was being unclear, not personally struggling with. So I just want to touch on it because I feel like my pinned comment from last session perhaps didn't get to everybody. Not everybody reads through comments, or there's also the fact that pinned comment went up a little bit after the episode, so some of you definitely missed it. So I just want to make sure we're all on the same page, but these parking lots will actually work. I did a little bit of experimentation after the session was done. I was just like, oh, you know what, we'll figure it out later, but then I was like, well, I want to know if it works. The curiosity got the best of me, so I had to check. So I did a little bit of experimentation off camera, and I can confirm that the furthest parking lot here is able to reach this parking lot, and by such a margin that I'm not concerned about any of these parking lots being able to reach this parking lot, and in fact, I'm not afraid about, or I'm not worried about, any of the parking lots across Uprising-Grad being able to reach any of these parking lots. They're actually all very much close enough. Just a weird bug, I suppose, going on where, so after this builds, I'm actually going to have to rebuild the road as well. I'm not sure why. I don't know what's bugged out there, but it's an early access game. No big deal. That's all we have to do. It's a marginal cost to doing that, and everything will connect. So, exciting times. I might actually have to up the number of parking spaces. In fact, one of you pointed out that we're not doing enough as far as parking is concerned. Yes, you're very much correct. Definitely want to look into that, and I'm finally starting to understand now. If you ever look at a satellite view of like any major, especially like North American city, it almost feels like 80% of the city is parking lots, especially in suburbia. And I'm starting to understand it now, right? I mean, it makes sense. I do wish underground parking and layered above ground parking was more of a thing. I also wish that some of these bigger buildings, now I don't know what it's actually like in Eastern Europe or in Russia, so anybody who knows, weird how I separated Russia from Eastern Europe. I still often glue it in with Eurasia. Anyway, I'm not sure how things are quote unquote done there, but I imagine underground parking attached to apartment complexes is a thing. Maybe it's not. Feel free to illuminate me. But I would like to see that maybe in the future as well, where maybe slightly more expensive buildings, because you of course have to make a deeper foundation and you have to make parking spaces underneath the buildings, but maybe they're a bit more expensive to produce one way or another, but they have some parking spaces in the residential complexes themselves. That would be nice. But anyway, I digress. Didn't mean to get onto that topic. But the other thing to point out is that Kalata needs a bit of a rename. This was pointed out by one of you in the comments as well. Again, I always trust your judgment and counsel. But Kalata and Chirov both, I think, need renames, and I believe both were suggested by individuals. I think one in the comments and one in the Discord. I can't now. I can't. I don't have it written down where I got them from, but yes, I do have. I'm open to suggestions as we expand our Uprising Grad to its kind of satellite cities or even boroughs at this point. But we should get some names in. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself there. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the essential stats that I like to check out before we dive in to hitting play. Population's still looking good. We're about at 52k. We're gonna hit that very soon. In fact, that 21 plus population still pretty big. Unemployed workers is dropping again because of all the construction that's going on, but again, we cannot rest on that. We cannot depend on that, but it's good to see that it's low right now. Within acceptable limits, I would say. Well, just above. Around 5% or so is where we want to sit. So 10% would be 5K, approximately. 5% would be 2,500, approximately. So we are approximately within acceptable limits. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and hit play. I believe that's everything I'm going to touch on before I hit play, so let's go ahead and do exactly that. Money, I mean, I feel like I never have to... I remember the sessions where I would point out, also, this is our economic situation. Let's take a look at our, you know, our import-export situation. But I think those sessions are long gone as we make a constant flow of money almost on a monthly basis. I don't think we've been in the red for a very long time. Nonetheless, one more thing I want to touch on the topic of comments is that I think one of these distribution offices, yes, this might be a problem. Now, I believe I manually set... no, I did not. Oh, well, would you look at that? So again, thank you very much for pointing that out. Let's go ahead and set that up to 70% as well. This is the distribution office that picks up meat and food and meat from... Trainwreckski and, well, it's all Trainwreckski, but both from its original complex and its new complex up over here. So yes, that will hopefully help move some of this food more often. I see what's going on now. That makes so much more sense because these guys are waiting for Buddy here to be below 30% before they bring goods over. Okay, well, let's see what that does for us, right? Now, it was also pointed out that this actually says... vehicles unload cargo to building when building storages are filled to a lower percentage than this. Set distribution percentage, no, that's fine. So set distributing percentage for all buildings, by the way, just to clarify, involves all of these. It's just updating all of these. That's when it says all, that's what it means. But when building storage is filled to a bigger percentage than this, well, this needs to be renamed a bit. That's all source buildings. All destination buildings should say vehicles unload cargo to building. If I understand this correctly, when building storage is lower than this percentage, right? I'm just trying to figure out if it's for... I believe it looks at each individual item as opposed to the overall fill capacity. I should hope so. That's what I would expect. Otherwise, it won't work as it needs to without having two separate distribution offices for one destination just because it has two separate items, right? So hopefully that works out. But again, yes, thank you for pointing that out. Hopefully that will help bring more food and clothes to this area in general, and we'll have a more consistent supply because it's kind of ridiculous that it's backed up over here. It should absolutely never be backed up over here or up over here as well. We've got so much meat that it's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm glad that we can see where that's coming from. Okay, so that's that done. Down over here, why are we not pushing more crops? Is it because you don't have enough crops? No, you have more than enough crops. Why are we not pushing crops? What's going on over here? This is our small distribution office, right? Yes. You guys are all waiting. Are you the one who's taking crops over? Oh, no. All right, now you're not. Well, hang on then. What's going on here? So from here, if the source building, which is this, has more than 30% full, well, that's why. Well, let's change that a bit. Let's set it to 20%. Now, 20%... 10% of 800 is 80, 20% is 160, which we're well below. Which is reasonable. We want to make sure that the people over here aren't suffering, right? Just to feed the people across the river, we have to find that sweet balance. That sweet, sweet balance, right? Well, one of the things I wanted to do this session was actually establish more fields up over here. Right now, these guys are sowing. These guys are growing. I feel like we are at that midpoint. I'm going to pause for a second here because timing here matters, right? The hope is that these guys will get into harvest soon. Now, if I start... This guy's currently in harvest and this guy's currently in harvest. As soon as they're done harvesting, hopefully this guy will start harvesting and this guy will start harvesting as well. And this guy will be shortly thereafter. If I add some right now, what are the chances that they'll be harvesting in between these? You know, that's what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and actually turn this off. Thank you very much. Is money going to drain really quickly? No. Just a quick check to make sure we didn't automatically build something by mistake. But let's go ahead and establish another big field up over here. We might need a little bit of flattening, and by a little bit, I mean a lot of it. Let's see. If I pop you down over here, buddy. Come on, don't be not straight from a different angle now. Oh, that would drive me up a wall. Don't you dare do it, game. Ugh. That ain't right, man. I'm holding down control, by the way, to try. I mean, I guess this is... That's as good as we're gonna get it. All right, fair enough. I'm gonna allow for that. Latin center, auto build using rubles. Let's go for it. We got rubles for days, and it'll be a lot faster, as you can see. Blow up the side of this mountain. I mean, again, right? This is industrial farming. If we need to blow up the side of a mountain, then we need to blow up the side of a mountain. It's also very beautiful. I don't know if you've ever had the opportunity to drive between the two sides of a blown up like mountain or whatever, but it's interesting. It's interesting. It's the best way I can put it. Can I pop you down over here? No. Always too soon. Right from center. There we go. A little bit more. I always like lose a sense of the size of the footprint. That's what I find is one of my biggest reasons for clicking back and forth between flattening and not flattening. Because like, I also don't want to waste money. I mean, no, just because we have it doesn't mean you should waste it. And that's a life lesson. Okay, I could have sworn we flattened. I can't even flatten it anymore. Don't do this to me, game. Yeah, we've already flattened those areas. Okay, let's go with the lowering then. Ah, I see. I see. Fair enough, if that's what you want. I can do that too. Weird, but whatever it is, whatever it needs. We good now? No. Still no good. That's legit, that's weird. You can see how, well, now it's flattening. Okay, weird. Yeah, I'm just blind. I'm willing to accept that. Nope. Oh, that's wild. Why is it doing that? Yeah, you think you get something, and you don't. Maybe it's just because of the type of soil, as opposed to. I mean, it says need flat terrain, but maybe it's because it's so rocky. Well, that kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, but not the end of the world. We can go ahead and put down some medium fields instead. We rotate them like so, and we hit one down over here. We can. Okay, not ideal. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but you got to work with the land as well, I suppose. Pop you down over here. Yes. Said yes, there we go. It didn't register. And pop one down over here. Okay. Want to make sure we have a road coming out this way and it fits. And we want to make sure we have a road coming up this way. Too steep of an incline. Funny. Very funny game. Obviously my flattening, you know, was mixed bag here. Go ahead and there we go. Back you up. From center. Again, I don't mind having auto build on when I'm putting these fields down because they don't cost anything. So, not a problem. Go ahead and food and crop related big, no, not big, sorry, medium field. Just to confirm, we cannot go up over here. Okay, fair enough. Down over here then, if you'll let me, game. That's really weird. I mean, we definitely flattened all this. See that flash of... There it is. Done. Cool. Works for me. Auto build is off. Excellent. Always want to make sure I do that. So it's not as good as having the big fields, but we'll expand more big fields up this way. I mean, in fact, you know what? Maybe I should just put one down right now. Why not? Why not? While we're doing it. If this timing is right, then so be it. Let's hope for the best. We can always also unassign and reassign if we feel like it doesn't work out as desired or as expected or what have you. Flatten this without paying for it? Maybe. Try that. We good? Yeah. Love it. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Right up there. Boom. Done. Road up. And hook you up over here. In fact, auto build. Get these guys upgraded right away. Done and done. And get you upgraded. Oh, actually. Can you connect? You cannot. Starting to, you know, learn what makes this game tick sometimes. Can I do that? Of course it wants to snap up there, and of course it doesn't want to do this. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. At the end of the world. Pull you up this way first, and I... No. Oh, come on, game. Why? So much for learning what makes the game tick. We just gotta move this up a little bit, I suppose. Medium crop, medium field. Move you up to... That's gotta be enough. Distance, right? That's gotta be enough. Pull you up. And let's go ahead and tighten this up a little bit. A bit more nicely than that, I would have hoped. Sure, that works for me. There we go. Now, auto build, connect all of you. Okay, we can go ahead and hit play now. Good stuff. Oops, sorry, actually. I want to make sure I'm not auto building this stuff. There we go. Cool. Now, let's go ahead and assign 1, 2, 3. Because this is building still. There we go. 3. Done. Now, if the timing works out, that means we have a constant harvest up at Novokropsky, and that should keep this grain storage full for longer, which would be wonderful. All right, we'll come back to our experiment later to see what's going on over here, make sure it's all kind of working okay, but it has been applied. Do we have little things going out? We do indeed. Yes, okay, excellent. I believe we have quite a few kind of idle vehicles right now that are able to roll out and get to work, so good stuff. That's working. We checked up on the distribution office over here. Let me just see what the situation is right now. Maybe a little too premature to be able to tell how that edit is gonna reflect over here, but we'll keep an eye out on it. Crops over here are being moved over to no, this is an automobile industry. I was like, this doesn't look right. To here, where we do not have crops currently. That's because there is no harvest going on right now. Growing. Yeah, see, this is the need to time our harvests. What are you guys doing? Also, everything is growing basically at the same time. At least there's a bit of a harvest going on down here. And not so perfect. Not too ideal. Definitely to go in and correct this. Yeah. Okay, well, fair enough. We'll investigate that. We'll see if the Novokropsky work over here helps Morgrainsky enough or not, and if not, then we'll have to work on it. Down over here, meanwhile, we do have yes, construction coming through. Construction vehicles have easy access as well with this temporary road over here. Yep. And we are going to do some fun stuff with this park over here. There was a great comment that pointed out that it'd be a good idea to have like maybe a Ferris wheel, maybe some like cultural stuff. Totally agreed. That's kind of what I have in mind, is like have some cool stuff going on over here, largely like decorative elements and statues and stuff as well, but also have some of those like cultural and social elements too. Realistically speaking, the footprint on some of those buildings is so large that we might not be able to do all of them or as many of them as we'd like, but we'll try and have some fun over here and make this kind of a fun green space where things happen. Let's go ahead and double speed it, actually. I think we're good to double speed. I think so, because we've got construction going on over here relatively smoothly, right, as the sun sets on this beautiful day. And we've got some good progress going on over here. Down over here, actually, have we had this kind of like stuck in limbo for the longest time? We have, eh? We have, because nothing's been assigned to it. So let's go ahead and sort that out. Why go all this way and then at the end here not assign that final construction? Where am I? Down over here. Here we go. Assign you. There we go. Get it done. Beautiful. Now, perfect timing. Our fuel and bitumen is not shipping quickly enough. Now, today's session is not going to be the one where I go through everything and balance all of our import-export out to maximize efficiency, but one thing I can very easily do right now is buy another tanker to pick up more fuel and to pick up more bitumen and to just straight up just sell it. Just sell it. I could go out to the west to make more dollars, but I think the short journey over here means this is probably not a bad idea to just kind of sell to our Soviet allies. So, with that said, let's go ahead and purchase. a few new tankers. What I'm thinking is we stick with the Type 587 here. 2,700 tons. What do we have right now? We have the Fulin. I never know how to pronounce that properly. I believe that's what we have right now. You're one of them. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Fine. Let's go ahead and keep it reasonable then. As excited as I might be to try and ship over 2,700 tons at a time, that might be a little bit ludicrous, and it might leave us, you know, caught with our pants down. Let's go ahead and buy 2 of you. Expensive investment, but they'll make their money back in no time. Go ahead and start down here where you can also refuel. You're going to load up on bitumen, and then you're going to go beyond the borders to Soviet countries. Begin. And you, my good friend, are going to come down over here. You're going to pick up fuel. Yeah, and then you're going to go out to Soviet countries. Begin. Cool. That should help. That because we're being so inefficient right now. We literally have a train that's going... We have a pair of trains going back and forth, carrying the same, you know, year-old fuel and bitumen. It doesn't make any sense. Down over here, we're still seeing some progress. Good stuff. Do I need to assign constructions, or are we okay? Want to keep an... wow. I guess I am figuring out some of the things that make this game tick, eh? Alright, cool. I'm glad I checked. Just a gut feeling. Just a gut feeling. Go ahead and assign you. Can we up the auto... There we go. Beautiful. That ought to do the trick. Which is this other one that needs doing? So, that, sure. And what's this one? Oh, okay. What do we have up over here? You and you, I guess. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. I am very, very glad that I checked that. Meanwhile, up over here, what are we looking at? I mean, all of these industries are established, right? We're good over here, yes. Everything's moving. This thing is, for some reason, not being built. Zavodsk. You lack concrete, actually? Oh, you know what? Is this really? Oh, wow. I think I know what happened over here. Let me check. You, concrete. You're going to that concrete plant. I think what's happened here is, yes. Remember the concrete plant that burned down? And then we had to rebuild it? That's what's going on over here. That's what's going on over here. All right, well, let's go ahead and assign this one to you. Sure. Cool. That ought to do that trick over there. I believe if we check over here now, it will, I'm sure, eventually bring concrete over. Yeah, I was wild seeing this just not be done. And this as well, and this as well. Well, that's because these guys don't have any construction offices assigned. Oh, that's kind of silly. Let's go ahead and do something here. The Zavodsk huge construction office, we're going to go ahead and assign you. Ooh, no, can't do you. Okay, cool. Not just that, we're also actually going to assign some of these constructions. There's no reason not to spread the love of work. Might as well, right? Now, if we actually had a back road connection over here, it'd be a shorter trip. Very tempting, isn't it? You know, we might just. I might also want to look at building more of these parking spaces over here. But as these get done, can I show you the connectivity? Kind of. You can tell that they can reach these ones, these parking lots up over here. So, you know, by extrapolation, or even, you know, I guess interpolation in this case, you can see that they'll be able to reach these ones as well. But with that said, let's start building them, shall we? Let's start building all of you. Want to be ready for the cars when they start rolling out, right? It's going to be car go, not car no. Oof. Okay, these roads as well. Auto build, yeah. No reason not to. Go ahead and patch you up nicely there. There we go. So nice to see everything moving so like quickly and minimal issue. And this will be some employment as well as these constructions kick off. Hopefully these connections are going to do okay. All these workers arriving, but no materials to work with. Pretending to work. God. Now, I've actually received a lot of suggestions about moving this train station maybe back a little bit to prevent blockages on the roads. Now, this is, again, right, you live and you learn. It's definitely a learning opportunity for me. I don't think we have the footprint to pull this back. If we pull it back, this road gets blocked off, and this road sees a fair bit of action. It's a bit of a main road. If we pull it back, we might not be able to put it down, actually, because we'd have to destroy a house or something. I feel like the footprint is a little too large. So unfortunately, that's not quite an option. Yeah. What we could do is we could change this, like, main road over here to just not go this way. If we cut this off, vehicles would go up this way instead. Right? Like, they would rotate off of this main road and go up that way, or they would have taken the little highway over here, the expressway, whatever you want to call it, instead. Well, that's an option. We could toy around with that, actually. Cut it off right over here. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Separates Uprising Grad. Maybe. I mean, let me know what y'all think about that. That is a potential approach. What do we got going on over here? These guys are all good. I think we're going to go ahead and... Right, I do need to consider this situation before we get too excited, because this is where we're going to store plastics and any mechanical component excess, as well as electronic components and electronics themselves as well. So let's go ahead and limit amounts over here. No crops, no chemicals, right? I don't believe we need either of those up over here. Oh, we do, actually. Okay, good. Glad that I checked. So, a little bit of chemicals. Fabric for the vehicles. No food for sure. No clothes. We need this. There might be some of this. Well, we definitely need... We need... Oh, there might be... Okay, hold on. Sorry. We need plastics, for sure. We need fabric. We need chemicals. All these for sure. Electronic components might be stored here if they come in excess, because they're produced here, right? So they might be stored here. So we need these. We need storage for mechanical components if there's excess, and the same for electronics as well. So I believe this is the setup we want. Yes. All right, cool. But how do we actually get goods up over here, right? The idea is that workers are coming up this way, so we don't have to worry about that. Steel is coming up over here. Coming up, dropping off over here. So over here, we only need steel, nothing else. Nothing else, I believe nothing else, right? Cool. All 100% steel. That adds up. Building on fire, let's investigate. I want to make sure that this thing is taken care of. It's a chemical plant up over here. I believe we have a fire station nearby that will respond right away. Yeah, looks like that's exactly what's happening up over here. Fire truck was called. You're going to loop around. Yeah, you're going to come up that way. Cool. I wish they could take the side. Oh, I guess there are no sidewalks that connect directly to this building. Very well. That'll be taken care of. Back down over here, we're looking at how to deliver everything that isn't steel. I could keep it completely separate from this line. Now, steel, part of it is going to be delivered to this warehouse, and part of it is going to go past the warehouse up to here? No. This is for picking up cars for export. Right, that's what it was. Okay, cool. So got that set up. So both cars and steel are going down this line over here. I think it would be wisest, perhaps, to connect, yes, to this main line then. We got some interesting stuff going on over here. We also have this bypass over here. Well, is it a bypass? Okay. These are a little, I don't want to call them messy, but messy. I need to remember to turn auto build off. Okay, so what are we doing over here? Steel gets dropped off over here, and then it goes back. There's no reason for it to be around here anymore, right? Yes, correct. We could continue on with it. Do you have a steel storage? Probably, yes, you do. You have a rail connection element. You do not. That's okay. We're going to be carrying steel over, ideally from here, if daisy chaining forklift garages works, right? That's the plan. We'll find out soon enough. Okay, so no big deal there. This is sort of a dead end, but I believe I left it there to check to see if things could move or not. Do I want to connect you like here instead? Would remove the need for part of this. Okay, if we connect you down to here, you down to here, let's say, We can make it a bit kind of longer. Right now, a single train goes up there, and it can come back on its way out. It can switch to this side. So this is all clear. We don't need a crossing anywhere. Fair enough. If we were to attach you to here, we would need a crossing. Unless we make this 2 separate tracks and we don't have them joined together. In which case we would not need a crossing. No, we'd still need a crossing. Okay. Okay, or I don't want to make it completely separate. I don't think that makes any sense. I think we should connect it over here. And I think we'll need a crossing down over here anyway. Okay, fine. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's not make it too long, though. Let's go ahead and connect you down like maybe so. Do want to make sure that our if our train needs to stop over here, it can. We do this. Right, and this is where a train would wait if it's carrying cars and it's waiting for the vehicle with plastics and everything to leave. Wait up over here, then once that leaves, it would come out this way, move, 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 get up over here, and now here we'd have a crossing, right? Is anything that's joined up over here, this will have to be a two-way. This whole section will have to be a two-way, basically. Okay, and that's fine. But these will hopefully be one-ways, because this will also all be two-ways, I suppose, and the crossing can happen over here. Okay. Go ahead and make sure the crossings are as long as the game will allow us to make them. If we're having long trains, we want to make sure we have room for crossing. Yikes, I hope this is appropriately planned. Let's go ahead and commission all this. Makes sense to me. If a vehicle is coming up with steel, it goes, again, we'll pay for these, right? It's going to go, it's going to turn up over here, going to keep going straight, boom, drops off the steel. On its way back, it comes back. It'll either stick to this side or it'll flip over to the other side. Ideally, it'll always and consistently flip over to the other side. Come back down this way, go around the bend this way, go on over to the steel factory. Great, done. Steel mill, whatever. Semaphore placement is blocking this movement, I think. Not the end of the world, it's just import-export. Some minor goods over here. We can wait a little while. Okay, so that's that. Now, if something is carrying plastics or... These guys are working as well? Yeah, you are. If something is... Oh, look at that progress. But yeah, if something is, sorry, carrying plastics or chemicals, yes, we should stop exporting plastics, eh? Where are you guys? You? Yes. Drop that off. Look at the money off of 4 tons of plastic. But yeah, drop that off and then we'll sort of pull you off the line. But anyway, sorry. Plastics and chemicals, meanwhile, will go up this way. Go up, around the bend, around the mountains, up over here to this junction. Goes up this way on the right side. Keeps going up this way. Then it'll take this crossing that we just put down to get to the left-hand side. And then get out to this. Where if it's carrying plastics, it'll continue on this way and drop all that stuff. Plastics, chemicals get dropped off over here. Beautiful. You, my good man. Before I forget, I'm gonna go to here. Cool. So, plastics, chemicals get dropped off over here, and the train on the way back comes back this way. Sticks to this side, sticks on the left-hand side. No need to cross over. Stays on that side. Goes all the way down over here. Okay, great, wonderful. Yes. Correct? Yes. But if for some god-awful reason it decides to cross over, it can't. Fine. Now the vehicle train, the one that's exporting cars, is going to come out from over here, goes round the bend over here, right? Goes past our little warehouse over here, so it doesn't, interrupt anything there. Maybe has to wait over here if there's a train here, but once it's free, it goes. Keeps on going down, sticks to the left-hand side, keeps going down, all the way down, over to here, where we're going to have another junction, I think. Because what we'll want to do is it'll come down over here, it'll loop around this way, and go down this way to export to Molna, down over here. Yes. Cool. And then on the way back, we'll have to have a double track, obviously. It'll go back up this way, back up this way, back up this way. Stick to the right side, up over here, takes the cross, which has already been built, takes the crossing over, comes up over here, goes around this way, over, around, and back up here to pick up more cars. Okay, beautiful. This all makes sense. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure that was, you know, all fully up and running. Even though we're not setting this stuff up just yet, I just wanted to make sure that was all working. This is, yep, being worked on. You're obviously unreachable right now, so you're not being worked on. This is done. Are you being worked on? You are indeed. Okay, good stuff. Now, what is this? Fire. Check it out, make sure it's taken care of. Active vehicle already. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, excellent. Cool. Okay, so that's that taken care of. Let's very quickly now check our situation over here as well. Lots of food. No clothes, though. That's certainly not ideal. Certainly not. Alright, what's the problem over here? Is it the lack of chemicals? Nope, we've got chemicals. Okay, is it the lack of crops? No, we've got crops. Is it the lack of fabric? We should have fabric. Is it because we had a momentary delay because of the fire at the chemical plant? That's what it's looking like, because as you can see, the clothing is being produced, you know, relatively quickly. But definitely something we want to keep an eye on over here, fair enough. Money's looking fantastic. And what's the deal with crops, actually, up over here? 5 tons right now. How's everything else looking? Okay, one second. How are things looking over here? Low on crops, we're running low-ish. Food is looking good, though. Lots of crops here, though. Meat, okay, good stuff. What's the meat storage looking like? Lots of meat, yep. Okay, fair enough. And over here, lots of food. Okay, good stuff. What about the meat storage? Lots of meat. Okay, good stuff. Meat's not going to be a problem for a while, I don't think. Wonderful. But a little bit of crops over here as well. Okay. We've got one. You're harvesting right now. You will be soon. These two will be soon. This will be a little bit later. Oh, this will be a long time later. This will be sooner, actually. Okay. Don't know about our timings here. We do have some harvest going on up over here and over here, though, so that's good. This thing is being harvested as well. All right. We'll keep an eye on it. I'm hoping that by the time these guys are all done, these guys will start. Maybe even we might have them start at roughly the same time. Okay. Might actually be fine, because we'll have these 2 medium fields as well. Okay, cool. That timing might work out. We'll keep an eye out for it, obviously, as we always do. Cool. That's all done. That's all good. Fuel and bitumen is hopefully moving a little bit faster now as well. It seems to be the case. Again, it'll take some time for that stuff to catch up with our... Oh, beautiful, beautiful train. Just... You know what I mean? Like, I mentioned this, I feel like, every session, if not every other session. Like, there's some feelings that this game evokes. Look at that train go. The light turns off as the sun rises. This is God. Well, how's the construction down over here, in fact? Okay, that's been done. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. Double speed. Helping us pick things up a notch. Looks like this crossing is done. Excellent. Now, how did you manage that? Oh, you came in from the other side, of course. That's how you managed that. Fair enough. We just got to build this. It's been assigned. Good stuff. This stuff is almost completed. I believe in you, buddy. You'll get there. You'll get there, hopefully. What's the deal down over here? Oh, yeah. Look at all this progress here. The parking lots are basically all done. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? That's pretty cool. Oh, perfect timing. We just able to catch one leave. Wait, hold on. Let's do this right. I want to see where he goes. I want to see this car drive. Now, again, this is one of the cars we bought. It's infinitely more expensive. That too. But it's also infinitely more impressive to see one of the nation-made cars get driven around, right? Sorry, I hope this that turning isn't giving people motion sickness. Trying to be like gradual about it. There's a lot of moving parts and stuff going on. A lot of zigzagging. A lot of 90-degree turns. Pretty cool. Where are we? Are we at the... Oh, look at that. It's so cool. So cool. Oh, that's a little less cool, but okay. Yeah, looks like this is one of the parking lots way at the north end of Uprising Grad. The underground one, I imagine. This one that we're coming up on right here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's so cool. Alright, cool. Pretty soon it's going to be a lot more cars. A lot more cars. But let's actually take a serious look here. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is less so, but this is relying entirely on workers who've been bussed over. That'll be a little bit slower, I guess. Same thing over here, maybe? I guess so. I mean, this is getting the most attention right now. People really want some TV. It's okay, we'll bring them some TV. We'll bring them some TV. Alright, 1st of July just passed. Happy Canada Day. What's the construction situation over here? Let's pick up the pace a little bit. Yeah, these guys will get done soon enough, I think. We might actually see the automobile industry kick off today. Now, hold on a second. I talked about this, but then I didn't follow up on it. Do I want to get a bit of a highway type thing going on over here? You know what? I think that'd be pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I think that would be pretty cool. Oh yeah, I think that'd be really cool, actually. Let's go ahead and see how we can make it the best it can be. Now, the unfortunate thing is, like, again, calling it a highway is a little weird in a kind of traditional sense. We cannot do... Oh, well, we could try... Okay, let's try this. Okay, let's try this. Now my city planning is what it is. My intercity planning might be a bit of a... Okay, let's see if we can do this properly, given the tools that we have. It's not like City Skylines where it's a bit more kind of intuitive. But I'm personally excited by this challenge that I wasn't expecting to have. Okay, let's plan the bridges first, shall we? How is this highway going to pass through here? And how can we connect from one side of the rail to the other? Okay, let's see. No, you know what? We can't. Okay, no, I got excited and then I realized we can't, because, okay, here's what I was thinking, right? If we have, let's say, the highway, not auto building. Okay, let's say it started, or, you know, let's say it continues all the way down to Petrograd, right? So this is, imagine this slope isn't here, imagine it's actually up at the same height. And the highway is going, and I want to make sure you are the same level. Make sure. Right. The highway is going, let's say. And I want to have a connection over here. I cannot build an intersection here. I can't have a, oh, what's the word? Like, you know, the section, like an on-ramp or an off-ramp. I can't build ramps. So we're not going to have a highway in that true and proper sense where it's like one thing that goes all the way through the country or whatever, like a you know, transnational highway that has on and off points across it. So, okay, it's not going to work in that way. I'm glad I thought that through. And it's part of the reason why I like to keep some of that thinking within the episodes rather than just editing them out and saying, oh, you know, it's not going to work and then moving on, because I want to go through that thought process. So if any of you maybe go, well, actually, if you do it this way, it might work. Awesome. We can try it out, right? Okay, so that's not going to work. Unfortunate. Maybe it's somewhere down the line we're going to see proper highway kind of stuff. But we can still make a bit of a, like a oh, God. We can still try to emulate a highway. There, let's go with that word instead. Let's say this is the main road over here, right? Do a little bit of flattening. It'd be a lot easier to do this when the sun is up. Oh. Nature itself is cooperating with me. Alright, so let's go ahead and set you up over here. Okay, beautiful. Got this coming up over here. Now, in theory, this would, you know, go be an on-ramp, in theory. Right? Let's see. Do that. Go up. Okay, I'm gonna see if this works. And then I'm gonna have, and again, I'm not gonna do the fancy, like, that's the other thing, we can't do the fancy, like, clovers and whatnot that you often will see with on and off ramps, because the way bridges and stuff work in this game, it won't automatically remove supports and stuff like that, so we can't get that fancy, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean we can't be a little fancy. Well, let's do what we can. Let's do what we can. Can I pull... Let's see. Can I do this sort of a thing where I get you out over here? We've done these kinds of experiments in the rest of Uprising Grad, so why not here? Alright, so we do this, right? Then we go ahead and get our concrete bridge. Auto build is off. go ahead and lift you up. Still causing obstruction. Not so ideal, no, is it? Ability to infrastructure below. Infrastructure angle. Okay, let's see. I need to flatten this a bit. Still causing, yeah, okay, definitely to flatten this a little bit. Let's go ahead and lower terrain. Lower? Yeah, thank you. Alright, we gotta actually back this up a little bit. Back it a little bit further. And let's go ahead and height from center. Go ahead and pay for it. It's infinitely faster. Right? Alright. Road comes up this way. Next piece of road comes up this way. Now, our bridge, concrete bridge. Go ahead and lift you up. Let's see how we can do this. Go ahead and do that. That's still going up? No, that's level now. Gotta tap it every time, right? I believe so. Okay, keep going up one step. Angle is too sharp. Very unforgiving with the curve here. Wow, up one step didn't do the trick this time. Okay, up 2 steps then, I guess. Up 3 steps even? Okay. Now just up 1. Come on now. Come on now. Slope is too high. Okay, let's do this. Okay, that time I didn't have to... Okay, so it just remembers the last thing you did or didn't build, I guess. Move you like that. Okay, okay. Could do... Don't necessarily like how this looks. Let's see. Do this kind of a thing. Yeah, not a big fan of that exactly. By the time we're done making this, you know, quote unquote highway, will be the construction down here will be done. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's see. No, let's go ahead and do this first. Mud road, please. We get a bit more of an angle. And let's keep you up over here. Okay. Concrete bridge. Went up. 2 steps. Okay. Now here, can I do 1 step? Now we want to be flat at this point. Okay. Sharp, there we go. Might have overdone it this time. I think we did. Okay, fair enough. That's the thing, the rather rigid road placing changes things a little bit. Go up by 2 steps. Yeah, this might work better. By another 1 step. Now we can stay flat, I think. Yeah, I think so. Are we staying flat? That was a lift up, that's fine too. Now we're staying flat. I pressed Q. Just a heads up. I didn't press it while I was building, but did press it. Come on now. Come on now. Make that bend. Come on now. Okay. Can we? Ability to bridge pillars. Okay. Okay, come on now. Come on, baby. I believe in you. I believe in miracles. Maybe extend a little bit further. Nah, doesn't wanna work with me over here. Lifting you up isn't gonna do anything. Yeah, that's a no-go over here. So. Hard no. And this is too tight over here as well. Fair enough. Okay, not a problem. We could demolish some of these. I'd shift them over a little bit. Nice and straight over here though, which I do like. Do appreciate that. Go ahead and back these guys up a little bit. Don't think we're gonna be able to. make that any tighter. Are you even? No. This tool. Angles too. Okay, let's see if we can't do this. Make them a little bit shorter. That way I should be able to, like, more iterations will allow me to make more. There we go. Make that turn sooner. And now, can we? Come on. Okay, a little bit more. Just can't make it across. Alright, what if I try from the other side? Try from the other side. Make our way across. Nope, a little too tight. It's like you almost want to have the bridge be perpendicular. For the easiest no challenge mode. This kind of works. Let's see. Saw green here. Okay. Obviously, that's not going to fly. Come on now. Drop that a bit. Angle is too sharp, of course. Where are we? Concrete. I do wonder... Well, this might not work. I think I should accept defeat over here. Fair enough. Fair enough. The world's going to pass me by at this rate. Okay. Not the end of the world. Would have been nice to have this kind of like bend over here, I think. But we can do it a little differently, I suppose. Give me one last try here, folks. One last try. I'll make it quick. Alright, lift you up. Angle's too sharp. Like so. Here we go. This is the one I can feel it. This is the one. Small as possible, and then rotate as much as possible. As small a length as possible, as many degrees rotation as possible. So we straighten up a little bit before we were straightening up earlier. Hopefully. Oh! I've sworn. Okay, that looks like. That won't. Doesn't like this. Doesn't like this. Yeah, can you imagine trying to make a proper, like, highway setup with this? Angle is too sharp going that way. But if I had that angle, it was gonna let me. But now it's too close. Oh, well, you know, we gave it the old college try, I suppose. We tried. Well, now you're just dropping down over here, which is... There we go. Okay, I'll see if... God. I wish this was a bit more fluid of a system. Okay, not a problem. Fine. It is what it is. Go ahead and undo all that. We could start maybe turning more sharply, more quickly. I like do this kind of a thing where we start back up over here. Angle's too sharp. Come on, there we go. Come on, come on, there we go. We're looking over here. Go in. I want to lift this a bit higher, actually. This is where the length becomes an issue, where it demands a certain length, right? I don't know if this will work. We might just have to go the boring way, folks. Straight across. Just straight across. Okay, here we go. Nope. Come on. Ooh. Hey, this might... We got it. Oh my god, yes. Perseverance! Perseverance pays off. Beautiful. Beautiful. And you know what? Okay, let's... Not how much I like the idea of taking this risk over here. What's life without risks, as I always say. Let's go ahead and pull that concrete bridge out this way. Oh yeah, there we go. Boom, there it is. I will take that as a win. Go ahead, go ahead and establish this bridge over here, straight across. Make sure the height's right. Looks like it's good. Yep. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Continue onwards. Up over here. Looks like there's a bit of a hill situation. We might have to raise it a bit more. Crossing not allowed. There we go. Beautiful. There's a bit of a bend there, which I don't quite care for. What I could do is... No, you know what? I'm going to keep the bridge going. Oh, looks like we're going to have the bend there. There we go. The height was the problem. Okay. So we've got you going straight out. Cool. Yep. And now, how do you get up here? From here or from here? I say from here, right? And we start lowering a little bit. Or not. Go ahead and rotate angles to sharp. Come on now. What? Dropping. Okay, I see what's going on. Go ahead, straight out. There's like a combination of terrain issues and angle issues and everything. Can we do this? Can we drop down to the ground now? How far do we have to go to do that? Very. Okay. Obviously it doesn't fly. Go over to here. That ain't right. That ain't right. Go ahead and back this up a little bit. That bridge. All the way back there. Hill causing obstruction all the way back there. Really? Really? Yeah, I wish the... It's like I'm trying to make this system do something that it wasn't really built for, to be fair. To be fair. Go ahead and do that. Still dropping a little bit over here. I keep the height the same, we're not getting anywhere. It looks like the height's still the same, right? The other option is, of course, to raise the terrain itself. Right, we could raise the terrain. And then kind of smooth down our approach, except with a road. Using earthworks to kind of like smooth out this approach over here. Don't know how well that'll work. But we're trying it. Angle is too sharp. Okay, hang on a second. We might be onto something here. Right, there we go. Oh. Are we... No, you still want to be up over here. Okay, what about... Oh, come on now. We're so close. So close. Undo you. Let's go ahead and raise the ground a bit more. Come on. Don't fail me now. Oh, I think that's gotta be it, right? That's it. I think that's it. Too steep of a descent. We've got this. This is just a matter of average. Smooth it out, smooth it out. Don't you dare do this to me. The descent, I'm guessing. Yeah, okay, I see it. I see it, I see it. Not a problem. Do that. That's not too steep. Now you're just lying to me, game. Go down to here. And we... snake. Yes. There we go. Cool. So I was initially actually going to do 2 of these. I was going to do, you know, 2 one-ways, so it felt more like a highway. But, yeah, no, how about we don't? How about we don't? And how about we just build all that? Because, like, this stuff has made a lot of progress. It's not done. It's not complete, but it's made a lot of progress. But this will actually save a lot of time. Oh, man, that's really cool. Oh, now, I know that took a long time. I know that took a lot of fussing and stuff. But the end result, I think, is well worth it, right? I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and build it. Let's go ahead and commission it. And we'll just pay for it. It'll be expensive, but look at our money. Wow, look at our money. And it's probably going to stay in the 50s by the time the session comes to an end. We'll see, we'll see. I don't think I'm spending it fast enough, actually. think I'm making it faster than I'm spending it. You. You can see the back and forth of the numbers there. Wait for you and you as well. And as always, we're going to go ahead and upgrade this road using auto build. Get you right down to here. Okay, awesome. I mean, that's a pretty major connection. That's a pretty major connection. I feel pretty good about this. About the time we spent doing this. Now, if I get some actual use, that'll make me even happier. Let's see. Auto build you. Well, you don't need lights up over here. You can do that. There we go. And can we actually make this an easier connection? Pull this out over here. Let me pull this out over here. There we go. Okay. Now I want to see these construction vehicles use that like highway or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if they will. I don't know if they will. All these spots, not here. All these spots that need a variety of resources. Concrete, gravel, no, we'll eventually need boards, bricks, steel. Alright, I mean, we'll see if it sees any use. Yo, are you kidding me? Yes. Oh my god, I am so happy. And look at the view. Look at the view. I am so pleased right now. I am so pleased right now. Now, of course, it does have a little bit of, funkiness because it's a very rigid connection. This would be a lot smoother in an actual real life scenario, but like this, wow. Thing through the trees like that. Man. Looks like you're about to like jump off a ramp over there. This though, oh man, this is so cool. This is so cool. Yeah, we have a proper like, intercity connection. That is more convenient for construction vehicles right now. Now if cars, oh man, can you imagine if we get more housing out over here, and if cars from here are able to get up over here, then we might actually have people driving from, the city to like the industrial sector, and I don't think they can get all the way up over there. Like how much distance does this save, right? That's the question. To just be able to, rather than go zigzagging, right? Go straight down. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's exciting times. For me at least. I hope you all agree. That's a pretty cool thing. That's a pretty cool thing. Look at that. Look at that. That's so okay. All right. Sorry. I'm like freaking out over here. I'm really happy about this. And yeah, these guys are coming through over here. It's got to be infinitely faster. I wish I could measure distances without using like I could put a parking lot up over here, I suppose. We don't already have one, right? We don't. What I could do is I could go ahead and say where are we? Parking lot. Go ahead and say one of the small ones here. Pop you down like so. This is a test. I don't know if it'll actually work. How about down over here? Loaded infrastructure. Oh, there we go. Might be able to put you down over here. Okay, cool. Don't auto build this. It's just a test again. Nah, still too far away. Well, I don't know for sure, honestly, because of how parking's been acting up. You know what? It might be because this isn't built. You know what? Let's I'm too excited by this idea. Not try it out. Yo. Are you kidding me? That's so cool. That's so cool. We might actually see people driving up there. That's so cool. Oh man, I am so pleased. Like, we do have some work over here that requires workers. Okay, wow. All right, fine. That's I'm very happy with the time we spent on that. Folks, enough of me rambling about the things that make me happy. Time to talk about something that makes me sad. It's time to call it a session. I hope you enjoyed this one. I mean, we did a lot of stuff over here. We've, finessed and almost actually finished this work as well. Can't leave this behind. All this needs to be done as well. So it is being worked on. Hopefully these vehicles are not stuck anywhere. I don't see any vehicles stuck. Are we out of resources? No, we're not out of resources. Someone's got to be somewhere doing some work, right? But nonetheless, we are making more progress over here. I think next session, what I'm going to try and do is I'm just going to focus on getting this thing done, because I would like to get the automobile industry up now more than ever before, as we start to experiment with these kinds of major connections. I mean, this is, honestly, this is, wow. This has got me extremely excited about something I didn't think was even going to be a thing. I wish I could get get the road back in it. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, alright, cool, folks. I hope you enjoyed the session again, like I just said. Sorry, broken record syndrome kicking in over here. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below, as always. Makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, how I go about doing it. Y'all know the drill by now. I do read through, again, all of the comments as well to let me know what y'all would like to see, how you'd like to see me approach it. Very excited to see this stuff. Very excited to see what y'all think about this stuff, because I think it's super cool. We need more steel up in here, apparently. Do we not have steel down here? Oh, damn. Okay, we've actually used up a lot of our steel. So that's something to consider as well, as this industry is put to the test. But that's all for next time, folks. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, das vidanya.